So about 2 days ago, I was coming from, being in town, everything, and I was walking home, and I was talking to the Lord about His timing because I was like, Lord, I've been waiting. So what's this thing with your timing? Like, what about me who's been waiting? And God gave me an example with Sarah. Now, Sarah had Isaac in her 90s. Probably Sarah was married like young or maybe 30s, let's say 40s, right? So she's probably wanted a baby for like what, 50 years or whatever. I'm just thinking, yeah, that's not in the Bible, right? Because like Abraham was a sister, right? Hope I got that right. And so she probably married real young. And she waited decades to have Isaac. But I'm thinking, like, because God said to me, it's not just about you. There's many other people involved who also need to get right and things need to be sorted on their end. And God said to me, imagine if He had given Abraham and Sarah, like, when Sarah was 60, right? And God said, okay, I'll give you this child at 60. Even though I want to give it to you at 90, I'll give it to you at 60. And Sarah would have probably welcomed that. But then when Isaac married his wife, Rebecca, he was 40. Okay? So if he'd been born 30 years before, he'd probably be like 70, right? Before he was born. He'd probably be like 70. And how old would Rebecca be? Would then God have to now speed up the reproduction there at Rebecca's side? Right? And then have to speed up the reproduction or the birth of Rebecca's parents, and so on and so forth, like changing everything's timing just because Sarah wanted a baby. Like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so the timing was perfect because God knew that, okay, at such and such a time, this Isaac is going to meet Rebecca and they're going to have Jacob and Esau, and so on the story went. So I think like we should, by we, I mean myself, like we should understand that it's bigger than us. Like, there's a bigger picture than us. There's other people out there going through stuff, being taught, learning, and everything else that they're doing in the Lord that we don't know about. We don't know what's happening in people's lives. So we can't want to rush our process just because we see our end, because we don't know what everybody else involved is going through.